Hi everyone! Here is some information on what items come in your FlightFeeder kit. I'll be telling you about what some of the pieces do and how to connect it together. Unfortunately, every setup is unique, so we are unable to provide specific instructions on where to place the FlightFeeder or antenna. If you need ideas for mounting or running the cable outside, please see the FlightFeeder instructions on our website or the optional section of the FlightAware setup. Let's start with the main part, the FlightFeeder. Inside are several circuit boards that take the signal received by the antenna, translate the signal into a digital stream, and then send the data to FlightAware. There are two main types of messages received by this setup, Mode S and ADS-B signals. ADS-B messages include most of the information needed to track an aircraft, like location, tail number, direction, and speed. Mode S messages, on the other hand, don't include location, so if your station sends a message to FlightAware about a particular aircraft, FlightAware will look for other stations nearby that also sent a message about that aircraft. And if 4 or more stations send a message to FlightAware, the location of that aircraft can be pinpointed. This is called multilateration, more commonly referred to as MLAT. If FlightAware is able to determine the aircraft's location using MLAT, a message will be sent back to the FlightFeeder and you will be able to view the aircraft on SkyView, which is a web portal to view a map showing the current aircraft the FlightFeeder is receiving messages from. To view SkyView, navigate to the FlightFeeder's IP address in a browser, or a link can be found on the stats page. Communication happens fast, but if an aircraft is being tracked via MLAT, it may take up to a minute to display on SkyView. When setting up the FlightFeeder, you will need to determine a location near power and a network port. Lastly, plan for your setup to be near where the antenna cable will run outside when the antenna is mounted outdoors. Before you do any serious mounting, you will want to be sure the equipment functions. To do this, start by connecting the antenna to the cable's N-type connector. The larger connector on the cable is called an N-type connector, and this is what you will screw into the antenna like so. Next up, you will connect the SMA connector into the FlightFeeder. Don't use a filter in this setup because that will cause problems with the communication between the antenna and the FlightFeeder's GPS chip. After connecting the antenna, go ahead and connect the FlightFeeder to power. If the power adapter comes with the incorrect connector, swap it out by pressing the button in the middle and removing it. Then slide the correct connector on until you hear a click. Connect the FlightFeeder to power. After powering, you can choose to check if the LEDs are lit up on the inside of the case by peering through the HDMI port hole. This will tell you that the device is receiving power and has turned on. Searching for it. Oh, just there you can see the LED peering through there at the back. Lastly, connect the FlightFeeder to a network. Once everything is connected, set the antenna upright in a window so it has a clear view of the sky to receive a signal from the GPS satellites. Within 15 minutes, the LED indicating the GPS should blink only green. If this does not happen or another color is displaying, like yellow or red, please email ADS-B support. Wait approximately 5 minutes and check your ADS-B stats page, which will be a link at the top of the FlightAware webpage when you are logged in called My ADS-B. The stats page won't be available until your site has received a signal and sent the data to FlightAware, which could take a few minutes or longer depending on your location. To check sooner, look up the IP address in your router's admin page and type that into a browser to see status information. Don't forget to mount your antenna outdoors once you know your setup is functioning properly. Good luck on your setup, and feel free to email any questions to adsbsupport@flightaware.com.